4 years after his narrow and somewhat surprising victory in 2019, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear is up for re-election. The incumbent Democrat defeated Matt Bevin in 2019, in large part due to Bevin's poor approval rating and a controversial pension reform bill for teachers. Will Beshear be able to hold on to his seat in such a deep red state, or will he be voted out after just one term? Let's discuss. Unlike Bevin, Beshear has a very strong approval rating heading into the election. A recent poll from Morning Consult found that Beshear is the fifth most popular governor in the country, with a net plus 32 approval rating. Beshear has received several endorsements from organized labor, including the Kentucky AFL-CIO and the United Mine Workers of America. His opponent is Daniel Cameron, who easily won the GOP primary despite being vastly outspent by third-place finisher Kelly Craft. Cameron currently serves as Kentucky's Attorney General, a position he was elected to in 2019, receiving more than 57% of the vote. Cameron received Trump's endorsement in the primary and has been endorsed by several state reps ahead of the general election. One thing I really like to look at when predicting elections is fundraising, and there is a huge gap. As of April 18, 2023, Cameron had about $600,000 cash on hand. But as of January 3rd, Beshear had $7.4 million on hand. That is a staggering difference. However, the difference isn't quite so staggering in the polls. A recent public opinion strategy poll, which was commissioned by a Republican group, found Beshear leading Cameron by 4%. Just keep in mind that because this poll was commissioned by a GOP group, it'll likely be more biased towards Cameron. In June, a public opinion strategies poll not sponsored by a GOP group found Beshear up by 10%. One thing to keep in mind is that both polls surveyed registered voters, not likely voters. In the past, it's been argued that likely voters produce more accurate results than registered voters. The most recent poll of likely voters was conducted by Signal, who have an A rating from 538 and a slight bias towards Democrats. The poll found a tie between Beshear and Cameron. If nothing else, the polling confirms what we know: this race will be very close. As always, debates can be a wild card, especially if there's a major gaffe. We do know there will be at least one debate, but we're not sure when that debate will be just yet. When we look at all the data, I have to conclude that Beshear is the slight favorite right now. He's very popular, he's the incumbent, he has more money, and he's leading in most polls. Another interesting trend to keep an eye on is Kentucky's predictive power in presidential elections. Since 2003, the party that wins Kentucky's gubernatorial race also wins the presidency the following year. Will that be the case in 2024? Check out my next video to learn about the state of the 2024 presidential election.